all roads lead to the mitochondria.
Yeah.
You want to know the my
Yes.
very favorite
Yes.
zone 2 training. It's free in the sense that you can check your own pulse, take 180, subtract your age. That's the upper limit of your zone 2. If you're
Okay.
50 years old, 180 minus 50, you don't want your heart rate going above 1. This is
Right.
why people don't like this.
Right.
They feel like they're doing nothing.
What if aging isn't about slowing down, but leveling up? I'm Dr. Isaac Jones. This is the Longevity Leaders Podcast.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Ashley Beckman here with Longevity Leaders Podcast, and I have with me Dr. Mark. How are you doing today?
Dr. Ashley, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
Good. So we've been chatting a little bit, and we have a lot of fun things to talk about.
So many.
So one thing that we were talking a little bit about is one of our favorite things is the mitochondria, right?
My number one favorite thing.
Okay. So explain to me why it's your number one favorite thing.
Because, and this is a phrase that I coined years ago, I truly believe, and I believe it's accurate today,
Mm-hmm.
that all roads lead to the mitochondria. No matter what we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
we can circle it back to these cute little tiny creatures.
What are you doing to test for mitochondrial function?
I love that question because it's something that I ask myself almost every day. And what I mean by that is
Right.
I do test my patients and I don't rely on any one methodology.
Mm-hmm.
I like combining. In fact, this reminds me, if I detour for a tiny
Of course.
second, of the allegory of the blindfolded people
Mm-hmm.
who go out. I don't know why they go out on a walk without
Right.
like assistance, but they all go out together, and on the path is an elephant.
Okay.
Do you know this one?
No, keep going.
Okay. And so they each bump into different parts of the elephant, and they're feeling around to figure out what I just walk into.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's by the trunk of the elephant
Right.
and jumps back. It's like, it's a snake. Watch out, everybody. Someone else is by one of the legs. They're like, oh my gosh, it's the base of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And you can repeat that
Right.
3 more times.
Yes.
Then there's the tail of the elephant, and I pity that person. And they're like, oh, I found some rope.
Uh-huh.
Someone's by the ear. They think it's a fan. By the tusk, they think it's a spear.
Uh-huh.
And the reality is all of them have a kernel of truth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not until you bring it all together
Mm-hmm.
that you've got the elephant.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing with testing. And in this case, testing something that I would argue is challenging.
Yes.
To really put your thumb on the pulse of what's going on with these very essential things. And I use the finger stick one
Mm-hmm.
that is based off of the seahorse.
Okay.
And I know the lead, one of the lead scientists there, so we talk all the time actually. And then that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Then there's the cheek swab,
Mhm.
and that gives complexes 1 through 4 and gives you percentages. I also like some basic lab testing. And when I say basic, I mean your typical LabCorp request.
Mhm.
And you can look at things like pyruvate and other markers.
Mhm.
I also like some of the organic acid tests, like
Right.
the tygoglycine and some other markers.
Mhm.
And we could go on. VO2 max
Mhm.
gives a very good piece of the elephant,
Mhm.
but not the entire thing.
Mhm.
None of these give the entire
Right.
elephant.
Yeah.
So, but we're in the process, and it starts, and this is kind of scary, but I'm going to say it out loud, January 5th of 2026. We're going to do a study testing hyperbaric oxygen
Oh.
therapy to determine
Mhm.
how does it truly impact mitochondrial function. So we need to include all of
Right.
these tests and more.
Yeah.
And since we have captive audience, we're going to test a bunch of other things too.
Of course. Yeah. So is HBOT something that you have in your practice?
It is.
Okay.
We have what has been referred to
Mhm.
as the Disneyland of biohacking, but here we are in Florida having
Right.
this conversation. So
Sure.
I'm switching it to the Disney world of biohacking.
Yes.
Hyperbaric, and I'm talking the medical grade hard shell. Ours are made out of steel.
Mhm.
They can go to 6 atmospheres, not that we would. Then we also have everything ozone,
Mhm.
over 30 different types of IVs, almost 1,000 different types of herbal medicines,
Mhm.
both Western and Chinese herbs, and all the things under Chinese medicine's umbrella.
Right.
We do fasting, so old school things, the contrast with sauna,
Uh-huh.
cold plunge, the red light beds, PMF beds,
Mm-hmm.
the the jacket and the pants for
Oh,
compression.
right. Yeah.
And we've curated what I believe is the best of the best when we have these
Yes.
things. And there's more that I'm sure I could rattle off, but that gives you an idea.
Yeah. That's the thing that's amazing is in your brick and mortar, you have a bunch of all the fun tools, but they're also extremely effective, right? And you've been doing the IV therapy, you said over 20 years?
Since 1992.
Oh, longer.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes.
think math would be part of this, so I need a calculator if we can borrow one. But yeah, that's
Before.
been a while.
Yeah.
Been a hot minute.
Yes. Yeah. So you've got over 3 decades in this field. And again, so IVs can be tricky, right? So there are a lot of different things. There are a lot of different modalities, but they're very effective. And when done properly too, they can just really exponentially help clients.
If you're a medical doctor, nurse practitioner, chiropractor, or other health expert that's stuck in a broken system, there's a better way. The Freedom webinar shows you a proven 5-step system to build a 7-figure virtual health practice, or how to modernize your current brick and mortar practice without the burnout. Learn to create high-ticket programs, automated income, residual revenue, and attract clients ready to work with you. Book your $1 million strategy session today by clicking the link in the description.
Absolutely. There's a time and a place for these. They're all tools in the toolbox.
Yes.
And what's really cool is also we've created communities. So this is not just someone coming in and doing one or more of these modalities, but a group of like-minded and like-hearted people
Mhm.
coming together and doing this together.
Yes.
That phrase, I think it comes from somewhere in Africa if you want to go far, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Mm-hmm.
But the modern version of that is if you want to go fast and far, go together.
Yeah.
So going together is community.
Yes.
And we love, and drum circle, ecstatic dance, where they have a bunch of things going on.
Well, and community itself is extremely healing, right? Some of Gabor Mate's work and things like that, a lot of the community is critical and having that sense of belonging.
Yeah, Dan Buettner, Blue Zones, they figured out the 5 different areas where people live the longest and the healthiest, and the things that they have in common. And one of the biggies is
Mhm.
community.
Yeah, so that's what would be very fun to be at your space because you have all the tools we love. And then pretty much everyone that's drawn there would be like-minded of some sort. And that's something that we do see as a bit missing within this virtual space, right? That we're always trying to kind of create a community virtually, but it's really nice when we have something in person that you've gathered over all this time.
Both are meaningful. As useful as these tools are, like Zoom or Google Meet or whatever, there really is no replacing the in-person connection.
So the other thing, I think we talked about this before, but a lot of the times if someone's coming to your facility, you are going to stack a few treatments, right? Because you might be there for more than a few hours.
100%.
What are some of your favorite things that you like to combine?
It depends on the mood that I'm in. No, there's a science to this too.
Yes, of course.
But there's also an intuition.
Mhm.
If somebody's doing IVs, some of these IVs can go on literally, without exaggeration, for 6 or more hours.
Right.
So that's a captive audience. Well, they could be putting their feet in an ionic foot bath. They can
Mhm.
be breathing in the molecular hydrogen
Mhm.
or the nano V.
Mhm.
They can be doing some
red light thing.
meditations, whether it's from Dispenza or whoever else,
Mhm.
their own meditations. Red light can be. In fact, we do that with methylene blue IVs,
Yeah.
and that's where you get 1 + 1 = something much bigger than 2. And then there's these brain hacking or neurohacking technologies, whether it's Brain Tap or
Mhm.
Sensei or
You have the neurovisor.
we have
right?
Neurovisor as
Mhm.
well, and some of those are only 15 minutes, so they might go through more than one of those.
Mhm.
And oftentimes there's we have, like I said, we do drum circles. We can
Mhm.
bring in instruments and they can play an instrument while they're on that.
Oh, that's
It
very
just
cool.
can't get too crazy
Right.
because the IV could get
Yeah.
yanked out of,
Right.
yeah. We tape it down pretty
IV
good, but
permitting.
yes,
So, and then I believe you also mentioned that you use peptides.
absolutely. The peptide world is, this is my take on it. I think we just graduated preschool
Right.
and we've now entered kindergarten. Now there's that doesn't mean throw the baby out with the bathwater. We
Right.
can do a ton and have with peptides, but a new peptide keeps emerging, seems like almost every other week. And
Right.
I'm a fan of things that have been around longer, that have had the tried and true. And I get concerned sometimes of people being subjects of a study that hasn't, where they haven't been given proper informed consent. So
Yeah.
they're being the test rats, the test lab animals, and we'll see what happens 5, 10 or more years down the road. But in the meantime, there's a lot of peptides like BPC-157, um, thymosin alpha 1, and others that have been around for a long time, have had
Right.
millions and millions of doses and proven themselves for efficacy and safety.
Are you using bioregulators?
We do.
Mhm.
There's all roads lead to the mitochondria.
Yes.
I think those are the key bioregulators.
Yeah.
But yes, do you have any in particular that you're thinking of?
Well, I was going to say some of them I pair up with the organ, right? So there are some of the companies, again, it's more just like the thyroid one, the cardiac one. If we're trying to kind of help somebody along or support their process if they're not on a medication and are trying to balance things prior to getting to that point.
Yeah, so then it's a big picture thing. Like if we take a 35,000-foot view and look at
Right.
what's really going on, and where's the weakest link, or
Right.
plural, where are the
Yeah.
weakest links?
The multiple
Yeah, then we
systems.
need to support the adrenals or the thyroid or the whatever.
Right. So then what are some of your favorite tools for the mitochondria with everything in your tool belt?
Number one,
Yeah.
you want to know the very like my
Yes.
very favorite?
Yes.
People aren't going to like me for this one,
Because
but that's okay. I don't need them to
is it
like me.
free?
It is free.
Yeah.
Zone 2 training.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mhm.
It's free in the sense that you can check your own pulse if you have already a device that's
The
counting the
Aura.
seconds. But yeah, if you want accuracy, then
Right.
yes, chest strap, hands down, chest strap.
Yeah.
But you could use a Garmin watch or a
Mhm.
Fitbit or Apple Watch or whatever it is,
Right.
and it's telling you your heart rate. And so the zone, and this is simple math, we can do much more accurate, but take 180, subtract your age. That's the upper limit of your zone 2. If you're
Okay.
50 years old, 180 minus 50, you don't want your heart rate going above 130. Now, this is
Right.
why people don't like this.
Right.
They feel like they're doing nothing.
Right. And is there a targeted amount of time to be in zone 2, right?
The dose makes the cure, and the dose makes the poison.
Okay.
Yeah, if you did zone 2 24/7, maybe you would harm yourself, or you'd want to harm yourself.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be so boring. But yeah, the goal is 45 minutes or longer,
Okay.
and to get at least 180 minutes in a week. So
Okay.
one way to do that is twice a week, 90 minutes.
Mhm.
That's probably not as good as if you did 3 times a week, 60 minutes,
Right.
and even better, 4 times a week, 45 minutes.
Right. And a little easier to implement, maybe.
It depends. Like
Depends on your
when I'm
side.
going on the treadmill and you can do this with a treadmill, a bike, a rowing machine, elliptical, a bunch of other ways. You could do it swimming. You can just be walking. Not my dogs, because they stop and sniff and pee all the time. But
Right.
so then I'm in zone 1.
Mhm.
And this doesn't work either. If you go zone 1 and zone 3,
Right.
like back and forth, and it averages to zone 2, that's no bueno.
Okay.
That's got to be zone
Just
2.
in zone 2.
Yeah.
Okay. What's number 2?
Number 2 is a 3-way tie.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's fair.
So it's like dealer's choice if you're
Right.
playing poker.
Yeah.
So it would be a combination of fasting,
Okay. Mhm.
sprinting,
Okay.
and cold water immersion.
Mhm.
most of people don't like it. All
Yeah,
three of
not
those,
any
right?
of them.
Yeah. But then the dose on those, right? So how long are you fasting? And what if we have to pause a moment and define what do I mean by the word
Right.
fast?
Yeah.
Right? Am I doing a media fast? No.
Social media fast.
Right, exactly. That could probably help the
Probably would
mitochondria.
help, actually. Yeah.
And in cold water, is it a shower? Is it a bath? Is it a cryo chamber? Well, that's not
Right.
cold water, but how many minutes? What temperature?
Right.
And then sprint for how many seconds? How many times? Right. This is where there isn't great data. There's data, but in my mind, it's not as clear cut as zone 2 training. Zone 2 training, the reason it's number one, it takes time, but there will be an explosion in the mitochondria in about 6 months, plus or minus. And so most of the athletes that have placed at the top in the world, whether it's Olympics or whatever, they do zone 2 training. And they have to be disciplined because these are the badasses of the badasses, and they
don't want to be in zone 2.
They don't want to be in zone 2. They're in zone 2 just when they're thinking about their sport or whatever.
Right.
But it not only is the number of mitochondria, but the quality. You get the mitochondrial biogenesis, but the improvement in the functionality. So imagine if the mitochondria were like police officers, and you're the mayor of the city, and you're like, I need more police officers. Well, if in 6 months you could 10x the police officers, that would be amazing.
Right.
But what if all the officers became super officers? They worked way better than ever before. They were more efficient,
Right.
Whatever, more accurate. So with sprinting or with cold water immersion or with fasting, you don't get the double whammy like that. Shouldn't say whammy, it's good things. But so, and then we have, a myriad of supplements.
Yeah, I was going to say, you haven't gotten to the easier stuff yet.
Right. Just give me a pill. Like, that if you could put sprinting into a capsule
or meditation.
Yeah. Or meditation or fasting and bottle it, like it would be sold out on the shelves.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we want to keep this as simple as possible, CoQ10.
Okay. Yeah.
Ubiquinone or ubiquinol would be better than the ubiquinone. But I've tested this in people where I measure their before and after levels, both blood and intracellular levels.
Right.
And so I haven't found the perfect CoQ10 out there yet.
Okay.
Maybe we should hit pause on this podcast and go and design it and make it ourselves.
Yes. What about dosing on that?
It depends. So
is it specific to the person, the weight, the age, mitochondrial health?
Yeah. And here's how to be, instead of a shotgun, a laser. So if we're doing the cheek swab test and it's giving us the percentages where I'm going to give you a real life patient's results.
Sure.
Remember, the mitochondria have, what they do is they generate our energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate, ATP.
Right.
And they do that through a 4-step process called the electron transport chain. Well, those 4 steps are called, each is called a complex, and you can measure.
Right.
So this patient had complex 1, step 1. Complex 1 was something like 108%. It was actually above 100%.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not good. We don't want, it seems like
harder.
If 100% is good, then 108% is even better.
Right.
No, it's working harder. Yeah. It's not as efficient. Complex 2 was whatever, 70 something, 78%. Complex 3 was like 9%. And then complex 4 was whatever, like say 65% or something. Right. Still not great. But if you look at all 4 of those, there used to be this song when I grew up in Sesame Street. One of these things is not like the other. Well, complex 3 sucked.
Yeah.
Like she was in trouble. That was a like red alert. It should be the report, the piece of paper should have been having like a little light and sound coming off of it.
Yes.
So CoQ10 wouldn't help her.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Not enough.
So we got to zero in on like what modalities or what approaches would really help that specific complex work better. And it begs the question, like, why? Why is it so low?
Yeah.
Was it Was she riddled with lead and mercury or
Mm-hmm.
cadmium, some kind of heavy metal?
Mm-hmm.
Was she eating fried food all the time? Like, what was the
Right.
problem here?
Yeah.
So, in that case, red light.
Oh, yeah. With
Red
the
light.
methylene blue?
What's that?
With the methylene blue?
Yes, because then you get the synergy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But even if they're, for whatever reason, they're not doing methylene blue,
Mm-hmm.
red light anyway.
Right.
Now, this brings up the important topic of every one of these modalities or supplements. It needs to be done correctly.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're wasting our time and wasting our money.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I understand it, the bulb has to be correct.
Mm-hmm.
The wattage has to be correct. The microchip that's controlling it has to be correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
If there's a layer in between the bulb and you, like
Mhm.
acrylic,
Mhm.
that has to be correct because that could scatter the light.
Mhm.
And then this is something that I don't think most people get
Mhm.
and most companies don't get.
Right.
But the distance between your
Oh, yeah.
skin and the light
Right.
has to be close enough. People are like standing inches or even feet away.
Right.
And I get it, so they can get their whole body done quickly.
Mhm.
But they're missing out on the vast majority of the benefit.
Mhm.
So less than an inch.
And that's you like the light path.
Light stem.
Oh, sorry, light stem.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got to tour
Oh,
the
right.
facility in Orange County, in
Mhm.
Irvine,
I'm gonna have to go
California.
there. Yeah. It's not too far.
Oh, definitely. Say hi to
I
Steve.
have the handheld, but that's very different than being able to
Well,
lay on the bed.
and to get your whole body could
Right.
take
Yeah.
quite some time.
Yeah. With that, is there anything else? And then we'll kind of wrap up. But are with the mitochondria, sorry, on a day-to-day basis, beyond the, fasting and cold exposure and red light, is there any other thing that helps the most? Like, is there a food that helps or meditation?
Yeah. It's a great question. And I think anybody listening to this, which might just be my mother, um, would be asking the same question.
Yeah.
So
Something easy to implement
yeah,
that they have access to.
this is the easiest thing that will have the greatest impact
Mhm.
with these things that used to be called sarcosomes
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
in 1857.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were called bioblasts
Mm.
in the late 1800s. And then almost right around the turn of that century, they finally became mitochondria. And what's interesting is mito means thread.
Mm-hmm.
That comes from mitos in Greek, and then chondros, which also Greek origin, it means granule.
Mm. Hmm.
So the key there for me is the word thread,
Mm-hmm.
and how this idea that's so beautiful, when I think about it, it brings tears to my eyes. Comes from the Navajo.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be I'm probably mispronouncing this, but the greeting that they would say when they would, like, let's say you're walking this way and I'm walking that, we're walking towards each other, and then our eyes connect and we're going to greet one another.
Mm-hmm.
The greeting is, and it's almost like a whisper,
Mm-hmm.
yatahe,
Mm.
which means roughly, I am another you.
Mm. Oh, yeah, that is
So
beautiful.
that thread that
connection.
connects all of us, we are all connected.
Yeah.
And I believe in my heart of hearts that we are all connected through one another's mitochondria.
Mm.
So the top thing that you can do that's free, that's easy, and effective, because the research has shown this,
Mm-hmm.
is gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
And the key on gratitude is that it's not from here, my head,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
From
from
your heart.
here, my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I could rattle off 10, 20, 50, 100 things that I'm grateful for, and I didn't feel any one of those things.
Right.
But if you spend, and it doesn't take much, this is what the studies are showing, about 5, maybe better yet, 10 minutes
Mm-hmm.
of spending time truly feeling grateful,
Mm-hmm.
your mitochondria will improve.
Mm.
And the key for me, and I'd recommend it for anyone else, for me to be able to feel that and not think it,
Mm-hmm.
is to put my hand on my heart and close
Right.
my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, it directs that energy into the heart from the head, because
Yep.
we often need that physical.
That cue, that anchor.
The cue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. An anchor. Yeah. Well, this has been very enlightening. And I think, again, too, really important, right? Most of us or a lot of our clients and patients, the energy is a big, big piece. And we're all about healing on the cellular level. And you can't do that without supporting the mitochondria.
Even if you wanted to, but you shouldn't want to.
So thank you so much. And tell
Thank
us
you,
what
Dr. Ashley.
city you're in to visit this wonderful biohacking
Yeah,
Disney World.
come on by and say hello. Let our mitochondria talk to one another. We are in Denver, Colorado,
Okay.
and for those who are in the know, it's around I-25 in Hampton. Yeah, we'd love to give you a tour of our world-class facility and get you get your longevity hacked
Yep.
in community.
Yes. And what's the name of your clinic?
We are Powerhouse One.
Love it. Perfect. Well, again, it was such a pleasure. And I will look forward to going to Powerhouse One.
Pleasure was all mine, and we'll give you a red carpet treatment, a red light treatment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Ashley.
Thanks for listening to the Longevity Leaders Podcast. Our Longevity Leaders community is on mission to transform 100 million lives by 2040. If you enjoyed this show, please share this with somebody that you know, especially another doctor or physician, but also click that follow button. Until next time, stay strong and live long.